This is the biggest victim in Elden Ring, and we need to clear his name. So today, I'm going to be taking control of Mohg and using him to try and beat the DLC. My goal is divided into 4 objectives, and by the end of this video, I'll be taking on the most difficult boss in the entire game. Enjoy. Alright, this is going to be one of the hardest runs I've ever done. Obviously, Mohg is an in-game boss, but that's the base game. These DLC bosses are built entirely different. Let's see how this one goes. Versus Rellana, Mohg is at a slight disadvantage. Aside from the obvious difference in HP, her arena is soaked in water, so all of our fire attacks are reduced by 10%. I also found it really hard to hit Rellana up close, but looking back, this is probably just because I was still learning Mohg's moveset. Another thing to keep in mind is that we can't use any Shadow Tree fragments, and we don't have iframes either, so yeah. Oh, this is how you do it. Okay, we're actually healing. This might be possible. Mohg is unique. He's one of the few bosses who can heal himself, but he has to remain stationary to do it. This is a huge drawback because we end up taking a lot of damage during the animation. Thanks to Mohg's wings though, we are able to keep up with Rellana in phase 2, and I'm even able to jump over her infamous moon combo. Our fight was extremely close, but after landing a crucial thrust, we barely make it out of here alive. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no idea how we're gonna do this. All right. Here's the plan. I'm gonna enter Shadow Keep through the side because I really don't want to fight that damn hippo. After that, I'm gonna take on Messmer. Mohg is actually one of the best bosses to fight Messmer. I'll tell you exactly why that is when we get there. For now, do me a favor and subscribe because I'm trying to hit 200K by the end of the year. Are we able to make this jump? Of course we can. Beautiful. Is it just me or does Mohg have an aggressive walk? Like if I saw this guy walking down the hallway at school, I'm shoving myself in the locker. You ever see an omen do parkour? Want to see me do it again? Gonna go ahead and hit this lever so we can release the water. Sweet. Making our way downtown. This is a free code to the DLC, and every 10 seconds for the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna give away 3 more because this video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is different from other key sites because they get all of their keys directly from the source, and as a result, they are 100% legit and have a phenomenal reputation online. If you were too slow to use that key at the beginning, then you can get one on their website for $33.64, which saves you $7 whole. Use my link below to get discounts over at Instant Gaming, and thanks again to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. Coming up next is Messmer's Gatekeeper, the Fire Captain. This fight is a great warm-up for Messmer himself. Although the poise damage is in my favor, this little guy still managed to take me down to about half HP. After almost knocking him off of the map, I finish him off with a Trident Slam, and we finally made it to Messmer. Messmer's speed is mesmerizing. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! I'm actually playing as Messmer in another top secret playthrough, and this man is a track star. Back to the fight though. Remember earlier when I said Mohg is one of the best bosses to challenge Messmer? Well, the reason why is because of his insane fire absorption. Mohg is 80% resistant to fire, which makes him one of the most fireproof bosses in the game, aside from like Rykard and the Magma one. In spite of this, I am still forced to enter phase 2 early, and I end up losing most of my HP in the process. I will not rest until we get justice for Mohg. Oh my god. He's melting me! In my next attempt, I realized that I needed to start in phase 2 because the mobility is just too good to pass up. Besides, I end up losing the extra HP anyway. When I played through the game as Gaius, the snakes in phase 2 were a huge problem, but as Mohg, we can fly right over them. Even with this luxury though, we flew a little too close to the sun, and that's when Messmer turned the heat up to 11. Wait, did you see that? Play it back, hold on, play that back again. That's the same animation you do when you get charmed by Miquella. The same exact one. Do you know what this means? The DLC plot twist was right in front of us the entire time. With a newfound existential crisis, I took on Messmer for yet another rematch, only this time I swung my trident a little harder. Couple that with a sinister bleed proc and Messmer was finally defeated. Phenomenal. 4 minutes in and we've already died twice. Welcome to phase 3 of our plan. You guys are in for a treat. I found some cut content that you've probably never seen before, but let's take a look at that after we beat Romina. A few things to look out for in this area. Number 1 is Gerald. We move really slow, so I have no idea how we're gonna dodge this flamethrower. Come on, move it, Mohg. Oh! Wait, that's right. We're fireproof. Second thing to worry about are those Temu brand Crucible Knights. Why am I not gonna be surprised if they kill me now? You guys wanna be Crucible Knights so bad. Let's get a few hits here. Okay, easy clap. We're in the home stretch right now, just gonna head up these stairs and activate the Grace. The way I see it, this fight is gonna go one of two ways. We get rotted and die, or we don't. Listen, Romina, I swear I was just coming out here to pick up a cupcake. He said he was 1,000 years old. I took an Ambien because I couldn't sleep.
Go to jail.
This shouldn't really come as a surprise, but the flower boss is weak to fire. And out of all the fights we've done so far, this one is the most polarizing because it can really go either way. On top of the fire weakness, Romina also bleeds very easily, and it's even easier to land those bleeds because of how big she is. This makes her an easy target for moves like the blood shower and the little flame traps we leave on the ground. Oh, we got her right where we want her. She's playing checkers right now. I'm playing chess. This is gonna be a close one though. Nice, first try, Romina, let's go. Can I get a Mohg did nothing wrong in the chat, please? Thank you. We're in Enir-Ilim right now, 3 bosses down, 2 more remaining, and 1 step closer to beating the allegations. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed with Mohg right now. I did not think he would make it this far. Glad to admit I was wrong. It goes without saying, but this place is extremely dangerous. Aside from the Timu Knights, we gotta beat Leda, and since I didn't do Hornson's questline, we're gonna have to deal with him too. Did this guy ruin anyone else's first playthrough? Just mine? Yeah, there's no way we're gonna win this. Nope, I'm out of here. Even as a boss, this guy is a pain in the ass. Shameless plug, this one's for all the speedrunners who died in my next video. Ooh. I do not remember this guy being so strong. Oh, look at that stance break. All right, man, this has been a bloodbath. I have a confession to make, guys. I've actually been progressing Ansbach's questline on the side because I knew there's no way we were beating this gank alone. Before that though, I do owe you guys some cut content. Mohg has 3 animations that I found which were really interesting. The first is this golden variant of Nihil. The second is this prayer stance that I used in the intro. And the third is this animation, which looks like it could have been planned for joining a covenant, or I don't know, I'm not really sure. I'm not a lore expert. Speaking of lore, this has got to be the most lore intensive fight of the entire run so far. Ansbach and Mohg versus Leda and her gang represent 2 contrasting ideologies, with Leda's side willing to sacrifice free will in exchange for everlasting peace and security as promised by their charming leader Miquella. Ansbach, on the other hand, represents the personal freedoms of the individual and the rights and respect he believes everyone is owed, even in death. Regardless of the side that you're on, this is one hell of a fight, and the key to winning it is to survive just long enough to let Ansbach do his thing. Mohg's massive blood flame explosions make quick work of Hornsent, and the banter between the 2 factions really hits different when you're actually playing as Mohg. Somebody tell Ansbach they don't have to be memories anymore. I'm right here. With Dane dead, all that remains is Leda, and she refused to go down without a fight. To this day, I still don't really understand why she has so much HP, but stacking bleed with Ansbach is the only thing that made this fight possible. Yes, 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 let's go. We made it. We're actually here. A year ago, I predicted that Mohg did nothing wrong, and now we finally get to clear his name. I'm a little worried about this fight. I've done several boss playthroughs so far, and Radahn almost always comes out on top, but I don't know. This one feels a little bit different. The final fight is a lot more personal, and as a result, I had Ansbach sit this one out. Since we're playing as a boss, Radahn's gravity isn't much of a problem, and this makes it easy for me to keep my distance. If I am gonna win this fight, then I need to be patient, because Radahn hits extremely hard and he has twice as much HP. When he goes for the spiral attack, I take to the skies, and a trident thrust completely shatters his poise. In phase 2, Radahn takes me down to about half of my HP, and Mohg manages to dodge an attack that would normally kill any other boss. A clutch stance break brings Radahn to his knees, and with his back against the wall, he goes for a desperation move. When the smoke clears, Mohg is still standing, and after one more explosion, yes, yes, there it is. We did it. We did it. Thanks for watching. If you want to see the next video early, then join the Patreon because I just revamped all the benefits.